Hi everyone and welcome to Autodesk PowerMill. So we are going to start the module number 7, which is all about the verification and output. And today we are going to have two topics like configuring both processor is the one, and the second topic is generating the machine codes. So let's get started and discuss about how we can configure the both processors. So as you see that this is the Autodesk PowerMill Ultimate, and in this software, we just go and create multiple toolpaths. You can see that we have created multiple toolpaths for our part, and it's a die.djk file. So we have applied the roughing operation toolpath, then we applied the rest machining operation, and then at the last, we just applied the finishing, or I could say that 3D offset finishing toolpath to make sure that this part looks great and we should have a very fine surface. So before sending or creating these toolpaths file or exe file, what we have to do is we have to configure our machine, that is. So which machine we are going to use, what is the controller name, and what model is the controller. Just like I just give you a simple example, when you buy a phone, or if I just say that if you buy an Android phone, in the market you would just ask that what model of the Android version is going to be loaded in this mobile. So we hopefully consider that the Android version is being 12 is being working. So what we have to do is if we are going to install different files, we should have to consider that all files should be accepted by the Android 12 version of the software, which is being running in this mobile. So same as all these machine instructions which we had created in the PowerMill, we have to consider that, or we have to ensure that all these instructions when we create a program should be read by the machine. So let me show you that I have the controllers over here. This is another software for simulation purpose. So these are for the CNC systems, and you can see that we have Fanuc CNC, then we have a model like OMD, OTD, OIM, OIT, Fanuc 18M. These are the bigger version, or you could say that these are the latest versions. Fanuc 18IM and 18IT, Fanuc 21IM and Fanuc 21IT. Then we have Magic, vertical self-test, Mary, and EZ Motion, Mitsubishi, Fager, Haas, Romy, Decker, LCD, HNC. So GSK controllers and some Great and Jusen and Sen controllers. So we have a lot of controllers or a lot of computer brain systems for the CNC machines are available. So we have to select the appropriate one. So today, the topic is all about the configuring the post processors and how we can configure the post processor. There is a software inside the Autodesk PowerMill. When you download the software and install the software in your system, another software which is named as Autodesk Manufacturing Post Processor Utility. So what you have to do is just write it manufacturing post processor utility. So here is not going to be, but let me post this one. Yeah, we have the post processor. Yes. So I just write it post processor, and it's going to be read as Autodesk Manufacturing Post Processor Utility 2024. So this is an application where you can just control or create new manufacturing post-processor files. So if I just go and click on it, and the software is being opened. So right now what we have to do is I just go and open a file, and it will open a generic folder, and you will find out some files over here, which are the Fanuc controllers, and we have Haas controllers, Heidenhain, Solar, Mitsubishi, Yokohama, Siemens. All these control files are available, and these file controllers are generic controllers, meaning to say that this type of controller files or machine option files can be open, or the instructions can be generic instructions. And what you have to do is, if you have a certain type of machine controller available, then what you have to do is then just go and modify it according to your needs. For example, all these controller files are for the 3-axis machine. And if you want to convert your 3-axis machine into 5-axis or 4-axis post-processor file, then you can just go and click on it and add it. So just like the way, what I'm going to do is just go and click on the Fanuc. But by the way, I just don't want to edit the original file. I just go and make a copy of that thing and make it paste over here. And this file I'm going to make some edits. So just click open, and so to open that file, just go and click on the editor, and you will find out that file over here. So if you go and click on the open the option file, you will find out that all the instructions are being given over here, like the program start. So if you go and click on the program start, so this block, this number 1 block, contains all the instructions over here. So if you don't want certain type of instructions, you can just add it. For example, if I just go and right click on it, and I just don't want the output file, I just go and say never. You can see that the percentage symbol has gone. So some of the times, some machines need percentage sign symbol to be shown at the start of the program. And some of the machines don't like this percentage symbol. So if you want this symbol, then you can just go and make it always. And if you don't want it, just go and make it null. So this is how we can just go and edit the post-processor files. And according to this post-processor file, the instructions are going to be created. So now you can see that here we have the program name, and all these things are being shown over here, like the program name is being over here. And it's going to start it from this way. And it's going to say that all these things, if you want to delete all these things, or if you want to make them inactive, so just go and right click on it, make the output tape to never, and you'll see that all these things are gone. Okay, so this is how we can just go and edit our post-processing utility. One more thing is that if you want to click all the moves, and you will find out some rapid moves and linear moves, you will find out that we have X, Y, and Z. Because we have our 3-axis machine, so that's why all 3 axes are going to be shown over here, like X, Y, or Z axis. So at the program start, all these things are being shown over here, and all the preview is going to be shown over here like that. So it's going to be shown over here, all the instructions. But if you want all these instructions back, just go ahead and right click and make them output tape to always, and it's going to show you all these things. So you can just go and double click on it, and you can edit all these things according to your need as well. And these type of instructions are very much helpful, because the operator of the machine is read all these instructions before going to start the programming. So these instructions help you that what type of tool is being used, either it's tool number 1, tool number 2, what is the total length of the toolpath, and how much time is going to be taken by the toolpath. So all these things are going to be shown. So this will help you a lot. So that's what we call the program start. And then we have the toolpath start. Let's say that the toolpath is going to start from the G0 and 0. And if we just say that, so G05 and P 10,000 and R8, this is the instruction which is being shown. So let's say if these instructions are being shown, right click or put next dependency. If I just go and delete all these things, you can see that I just press the delete button to delete all these things, and you see that only this instruction is going to be used. So some of the time you can see that some of the times this type of code is not being used in the most of the machines. So I just read that code and save the file. So if I just save the file, I just use this file for later operation. So let's go and move it for the other operation. Like we have a 3-axis machine, and if you want to make your machine more usable, so then we have some other options available. So here we have some options like arch, cycles, tools, and some control switches. We have all the instructions being shown here. And we go to the start. So here are the parameters as well. So here, if you just go and click on the parameters, you will also find out the program. Then you can just go the toolpath, okay, control switches, motion mode, process type. Then we have moves as well, the axis movement, all these things, the machine option file, traceability, turning operation, machine option, information file. So all these things are being shown. You can just go and edit all these things according to your need. So just go and click on the command, go to back. And here all these things are being shown. So this is how we can just go and edit your parameters or configuring the tool or machine post-processor utility. That is going to be helpful for your creating a program in the PowerMill. So when you create your program in the PowerMill, then it's going to be help you a lot. All the instructions are going to be created by reading out these file instructions, and that's what we call the post-processor. So you can just go and create your own post-processor using the Autodesk manufacturing post-processor utility, and that's going to be happen. So that's it for the configuration of Autodesk manufacturing post-processor utility. Hope you understand this thing. So thank you very much.